Hey, are you tired of spending hours studying only to forget everything the next day? Yeah, I've been there too. But don't worry, today, I'm going to share 5 proven study techniques that'll actually help you remember what you learn and boost your exam scores. These are backed by science and super easy to use, so make sure you watch until the end, because tip number 5 is a total game changer. Alright, first up, we have active recall. And let me tell you, this is the #1 way to study smarter, not harder. Most students think studying means reading their notes over and over again. But guess what? That doesn't actually help you remember anything. Instead, try this: cover your notes, look away, and try to recall the key points from memory. Ask yourself questions like, what were the 3 causes of the French Revolution, or how do you calculate acceleration? By forcing your brain to retrieve information, you actually strengthen your memory and retain more. In fact, studies show that students who use active recall score up to 50% higher on tests. So next time you study, don't just read, test yourself. Now, this one is a game changer, the Feynman technique. It's simple: if you can't explain something in simple words, then you don't really understand it. Here's how it works. Take a topic, like Newton's laws of motion, and try to explain it as if you were teaching a 10-year-old. For example, instead of saying, an object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an external force, you could say, if you push a shopping cart and let go, it keeps rolling until something, like friction or a wall, stops it. See how that makes it way easier to understand? If you ever feel stuck on a subject, try breaking it down like this, and suddenly, everything starts to make sense. Ever sit down to study and get distracted after 10 minutes? Yeah, same. But the Pomodoro technique fixes that. Here's how it works. Set a timer for 25 minutes and focus on just one task. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. Repeat this 4 times, then take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. This helps your brain stay focused without getting overwhelmed. Fun fact: studies show that Pomodoro boosts focus by 40% and reduces burnout. Oh, and if you want to stay on track, try using apps like Forest or Focus to do. They literally block distractions and keep you productive. Now, let's talk about why cramming never works. Studies show that we forget 80% of what we learn within a few days. But spaced repetition solves that problem. Instead of reviewing everything at once, space it out like this. Calendar review after 1 day. Calendar then after 3 days. Calendar then after 7 days. This keeps the information fresh in your brain, so when exam day comes, you'll actually remember it. A great way to do this? Use apps like Anki or Quizlet. They automatically remind you when to review. Seriously, stop cramming and start spacing. It works. Last but not least, mind mapping. If your notes look like a wall of boring text, it's time to switch things up. Mind maps help you see connections between ideas, making studying way more effective. Here's how to do it. Write your main topic in the center. Branch out key ideas around it. Use arrows to connect related topics. For example, if you're studying World War II, put that in the center, then branch out into key events, Pearl Harbor, D-Day. Important leaders, Churchill, Hitler, Roosevelt. Major battles, Stalingrad, Normandy. It's like turning your notes into a picture, which makes them easier to remember. Give it a try, you'll never go back to boring notes again. Alright, so which study technique will you try first? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more study hacks. Also, if you want my favorite focus tools and study apps, check out the links in the description. Bullseye. See you in the next video. Now go study smarter.